Good night, everyone. This is Nadia Sabrati coming to you live from Queens, New York at nadiasabrati.com. How is everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing well. Facebook is building my audience, so I'm going to wait for you guys to jump in. So, I usually don't like talking about myself, but, tonight I'm actually going to talk to you guys about myself and tell you my story and how I ended up here becoming an entrepreneur, right? So, the reason why you want to tell people your story is because you can reach out to so many people that are actually going through the same thing, that are in the same situation. All right. Hi, Kandakar. How are you? Hi, Bilal. What's going on? How have you been? How have you guys been? What you guys doing? See, it's a Saturday night. I'm hanging out at home with my dog, having a nice glass of wine, chilling out. You guys should come over and have a glass with me. So check this out, guys. This is so crazy. So today, right, I had my first stalker, my first stalker experience. This is so funny. About 3 weeks ago, this guy sent me a friend request, and I didn't accept it. After I researched his Facebook profile, there was really nothing in there for me to accept him in my friend request, right? So then he started sending me messages, every other day or every day. And the minute I go live, he would be the first person that would join me. The first person, right? So I think today, I just got Facebook Live on my computer. So I was just testing it out. And he was on there. So I was nice. I was like, hi, how are you? And this guy just totally lost it. So he started sending me all these crazy messages. He started calling me a bitch. And that how he has a gun and all this psychotic things. I swear, I was like, what the hell? So he just lost it. He goes, I've sent you so many messages, you don't respond to my messages. And all of this craziness, it's like, guys, listen. If you're in this business, you're going to come across a lot of crazy people. Just hold your composure. No need to get upset. Block them, report them to Facebook, so they can lose their account or whatever you have to do. But yeah, you're going to come across with so many psychos. But yeah, this was actually my first experience, and I was so shocked. And then when I checked his Facebook page, he has my videos on his Facebook page. This guy is a total nut job. But anyway, yeah, he started calling me a bitch, and he was telling me that he has a gun and all this crazy psychotic things. Hey Dan, how are you? Hi Bilal, thank you for joining me. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. So I want to talk to you all about my story, right? And how I ended up becoming an entrepreneur. And it's a great story. Years ago, right? I think it was 6 years ago, I finished school. But I went back to school at a later age. I already had a degree in accounting and information system, but I wanted to study healthcare. So I went back to school and I did one degree in health information technology. Right after that, I continued with another college and I got a degree in public health, public and community health. Then I went to Touro College, right? And I did pre-med, and then I went to New York College and I studied acupuncture and oriental medicine. Right, guys? So I did all these degrees back to back to back. And guess what? The first 2 degrees, I graduated top of my class, the first 1% summa cum laude twice, right? And I was like, wow, I'm going to be able to get a job when I get out of school, right? So a good paying job. Guys, I got news for you. When I finished all my studying, and this was years and thousands of dollars I spent on my education, okay? Because I didn't went to, city colleges. I went to private school. So as we all know, private schools are very expensive, right? So I probably spent I spent a lot of money and a lot of years studying. And, I did a lot of internships also. I did an internship as I was treating HIV patients. I was a medical case manager. And, this was what I studied and this is what I did, plus I also, took the city exams and stuff like that. Guess what, guys? I couldn't get a job. I couldn't get a job. My resume looked well. I had all these internships that I did. No one wanted to hire me. I even got job interviews on Kansas. I flew out to Kansas for Cerna, and the interview went well. It took them 2 weeks to call me. Usually if they're not interested in you, they call you right away and tell you you're eliminated. So you know what I mean? It took them 2 weeks to call me. And this job was for IT consulting for healthcare, health information. So if I did get the job, I would have been traveling Sunday through Thursday, and then I'll be flying back into Kansas just for the weekend, and wherever they need you, you're constantly flying. I would have been flying worldwide, all over the United States, going to hospital, updating their medical system, all their technology, right? Computers. Anyway, I didn't get the job, and I was really thinking, I was like, I really don't want that job. I don't want to be traveling like this, like my whole life living out of a suitcase, hotels and traveling every week traveling. Anyway, I didn't get the job, so that worked out well, right? So I went on a bunch of interviews, and I was getting jobs, but had nothing to do with what I went to school for. And they wasn't even paying well. So I got kind of depressed for a little while, and, I was like, what am I going to do? Here I am, thousands and thousands of dollars in student loans, right? And I can't even pay it back. I can't even find a job. And I graduated top of my class. I did everything correctly. I did everything right. I bust my ass studying day and night. I went without sleep sometimes and just went, after doing research and studying all for 2-3 nights in a row, then go to school the next day and do exams and still able to walk out with an A grade. All right? And I couldn't even get a friggin' job. So a friend of mine, that I've known for 20 years, is a retired judge from the Supreme Court in New York City. And we were hanging out one night, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, what am I going to do? I can't find a job. I was like, I can't find a job, and I'm stressed out. I was really, guys, I was so stressed. I was stressed out, because here I am, my student loans are piling up. Like, I have to start paying it back, and that's like $1,000 a month, because I took out a lot of loans, because, come on, I didn't just get 1 or 2 degrees. I just went studying for, and private school is very expensive. So my friend, he was like, listen, he goes, why don't you start your own consulting company? You have all the education. You did all these internship, so what? Nobody wants to hire you. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, right? He goes, start your own business, start your own consulting business. He goes, and I'll get you cases. So that's what I did. I did that last year, January. So I started my consulting business, and then right after that, I became a certified court-appointed guardian. So as maybe you guys don't know, but a certified court-appointed guardian, I was assigned cases to senior citizens, and these senior citizens, they have estates, so they have money, but they don't have any children, or they don't have anyone to take care of them, right? So what happened was I got some of these cases, and but you have to wait on a list before you start getting these cases. And the things with these cases is you're in charge of their medical care. You're in charge of everything because you're their guardian. You're in charge of their properties. You're in charge of their estates. You're in charge of all of that. But guys, it's no freedom. It's no freedom. You just can't and this is what I want. I want something that I have freedom, that I can work for myself. I don't have people call me in the middle of the night if something happens and I have to rush over there. And plus I got to wait a long time to get paid. I have to wait months to get paid. It's not like they give you a check right away. And the crazy thing too, you also have to take cases related to Medicare, right? This is like a government program for people that don't have money and stuff like that. So with these, you don't even get money. These are like pro bono cases. You do it for free. You don't even get paid. All right. So then, and I was like, I need to do something. I mean, I'm still doing this type of work, but I'm in transition right now that I want to take my internet level full time. This is where my vision is. Being an entrepreneur and building this business. So I'm giving myself 3 years to get it to where I want it to be, and guys, I'm working really hard. But yeah, this is my story. But it's crazy, isn't it? You go to school and you study and you get all these degrees and all of this, and then when you get out, you cannot get a job. You cannot get a job. It doesn't matter, and I live in New York City. Guys, bills here is expensive. It's very expensive to live in New York. And when and the jobs that I were getting had nothing to do in my field. These are jobs that people were, when I got out of college, whatever, they were offering me jobs that were paying $12 an hour. I didn't take any of those jobs. I cannot work for that. But what am I going to do when I have my student loans as $1,000 a month payment? You know what I mean? Hey guys, how are you? Hey Adrian, thank you for joining me. Hey Joe. You got this night. Oh, listen, Joe. This is where it is for me. I see my vision. I know where I'm heading. This is why I'm working so hard on my business. And, this is why I have a coach, and this is because I know where I'm heading. This is my vision. I know where I want to be, and I know where I'm going to be. you know. But yeah, guys, you know, the crazy thing is you go to college and you spend thousands of dollars for a college education, right? And thinking when you get out, you're going to get a job. I got news for you. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. And I know a lot of people that are in high places and they couldn't even help me because this is how bad it is in New York to find a job. So when I started, you know, I mean, I'm still doing a consulting work on case-to-case basis. You know, I write a medical reports, and I go to court and I do investigative work. I do all of that. But, you know, the money's not rolling in the way it should be. And I don't see myself doing that for long in the future. But yeah, my internet business and my businesses that I have now that's going on, this is where I'm building my solid foundation because this is where I see myself having that freedom and time, you know. Hey, Jack, how are you? Hi, Edison. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining me. How have you guys been? You guys should come over and have a glass of wine with me. So what's going on, everyone? You guys are not even talking today. So yeah, you know, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you all. I wanted to share my story, and there's always a better way. But yeah, you know, I see so many people graduating college now, and they can't find jobs. They can't find jobs at all. And if they are finding jobs, they're finding jobs that doesn't require a college degree. You know, and there were so many jobs that were created not that long ago when Obama was in office. But these jobs that were created is not for people with degrees. They're for people with high school education. You know, so then what do you do? What do you do when you're in a situation like that and you really need a job? I mean, I was fortunate that I didn't have to take those jobs and stuff like that. You know, I have money saved up and, you know, that type of stuff. So, you know, but yeah, your future lifestyle. Exactly, Joe, my future lifestyle. And you know, we're both a team here, you know. Hi, Lou, how are you? Lou, exactly. You're a perfect example also. You're a teacher, all right? You have a master's degree in teaching. And what are you doing? You're not even working in that field. You know what I'm saying? So you and I were pretty much in the same situation. You went to school to teach, and you're not teaching. You're working, you know, at the airport. Hey, Michelle, how are you? Thank you for joining me. How are you guys doing? So yeah, I was just sharing my story. You know, I was talking to everyone about, you know, going, you know, that I went to school and I got all these degrees, one degrees after another, did everything correctly. And when I got out of school, I couldn't find a job. And guys, you know, the crazy thing is I applied to hundreds of jobs and probably went on maybe 2 handfuls of interviews. I hate interviewing. I hate it. But yeah, you know, there's nothing better than being your own boss and having your own business. Lou, exactly. You are in the same situation as me. You have your master's degree in teaching. Come on, look at all the degrees I have. And I am not working, well, I'm not even working in the field that in the discipline I studied for. And I have so many degrees. And I couldn't even find a job in each one of those degrees. It's crazy. Yeah. So, you know, it's like, guys, you know what? I highly recommend, yeah, you want to go to college? That's great. You know, unless you're going to become a doctor or a lawyer or some, you know, like something like that, then just, you know, just get a bachelor's degree. Don't even bother spending more money and start your own business. Seriously, start your own business. Because it's not gonna pay off. Look at me, I have thousands of dollars in student loans. I'm paying $1,000 a month back my student loans, and my interest rates and all of this crap. It's probably who knows how long it's gonna take me to pay this off, and I haven't even made $1 with those degrees. I haven't. I do have a master's degree too. Exactly, Jazz. So you know what I'm saying. All of us that are on here, we're highly educated people. We have master's degrees and higher. Doctor, 10 years and a half. Oh, you're a doctor, 10 years and a half, $1 million. Please, I was married to a laparoscopic surgeon, okay? And when we got married, he had just finished his residency. He had finished his residency 2 years prior to us getting married. And I was making more money than him. I was making more money than him, and he moved in with me, okay? Because he had just started his own practice, and he wasn't even making money, and he was living in his office. So doctors, they're another one. They don't make money. They don't make money. And you know what? People that are in our field and take this seriously, we're making more than doctors right now. All right? And I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me on this. All right? But yeah, you know, I feel bad for the doctors. They spend 10 years, 12 years Who knows how long they spend, you know, in college and medical school and residency training and all of that. And a lot of them are broke. A lot of them are broke. Guys, this is a fact. I was married to a doctor, so I know, you know. Oh yes, listen, my ex-husband was $500,000 in debt in student loans. And you know, he after he finished his residency, he was 35 years old. I was 20. Yeah, he was 35. We got married when I was 26 and he was 36. But yeah, you know, but he never wanted me to see how much money he was in debt. And at that time, I was a loan officer and I was doing mortgages, so I had access to run your credit. So I had a social security number, and I was just curious one day because when there were times to pay the bills, we were having issues because I was constantly paying my part. Well, I was constantly covering the bills, and he didn't have the money to come up with the bills, and I was like, what's going on, you know? And I have known him for 4 years before we got married, but he just never told me about his financial stuff. And so I ran his credit. I was doing mortgages. I was a loan officer at the time, and I ran his credit. He was $500,000 in debt. Yeah, so I know all of these things. Doctors are not making money either. So guys, I highly recommend. Become an entrepreneur. Bust your ass and you could do it. Okay, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take time and work, but you need to learn the skills and you need to do it correctly. And guys, you can live comfortably. So this is why and how I ended up in this business. All right. Thank you guys for the love. We all have our dreams, and when they don't work out, we have our backup dreams. Exactly, Lou, exactly. But this is my dream, what I'm doing now. And you know what? I see where my future is heading. Without a doubt, without a doubt. Look, I came, you know, if someone had said to me a year ago that I would be an entrepreneur, you know what I would say? I would say, are you kidding me? This is not happening, right? But I took a chance, and I'm happy where I'm at right now. I am so happy and thrilled. I have met some amazing people on this venture. It's, you know, even though we haven't seen each other in person, we communicate every day. We communicate every day. We work together. We're all working together for the same goal. All right. And so it's not like I'm doing this. We're a team and we're working together. Okay. And you know, I'm so happy that I've met them. And I'm actually going to meet them all in Miami next month. We all flying in from all over the world, and we're all going to meet up next month in Miami. So I'm pretty excited about that. School don't teaches you to become business owners. No, school don't teach you to become business owners. They don't give you experience. All school give you is knowledge. Okay? And what you're learning, you don't implement it in school. So when you get out of school and you go looking for a job, no one wants to hire you because you don't have the experience to back you up. And this goes for a lot of people because a lot of people are going through this right now, guys. So, you know, if you're going to, for your kids, you know, I mean, I think, you know, I don't have children, so I don't know, but it's like, from my experience, it's just, you know, it's good to, don't get me wrong, guys, it's good to get a college education. I'm all for it 100% because look at me, I've done it. I did everything correctly. And then I couldn't even find a job in my field, having all these degrees. And all my, and listen, I not only have degrees, guys, I'm certified in so many different things. You know, I'm certified in so many different things. And I couldn't even get a job. You know what I mean? Teachers, yes. So guys, I just wanted to share that with you all, you know, tonight. And thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you like my story. And you know what? I'm happy that a lot of you can relate to me on this. Because I'm sure a lot of you out there have your reasons why you decided to become an entrepreneur. Okay? And you know, for me, this was the best decision I've ever made. You know, I feel fulfilled doing this. I have a vision. I know where I'm heading. And you know, everything that I'm learning, I'm implementing everything I'm learning. Amen. I'm with you. Wait. Amen. I'm with you. My dad is working on his dream of opening a restaurant after he retires from a college. You know, good for you, Lou. That's good. And then you could probably run it after. But yeah, guys, listen, there's nothing better than being your own boss and owning your own business or businesses. I have a few businesses now. But yeah, you know, there's nothing better than that. You know, why work for someone when you can work for yourself and learn the skills and implement what you're learning and become someone where you don't have to work for somebody else? You know, I will never work for someone else again. You know what? Honestly, with me, I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told what to do. I have an issue with authority when they tell me what to do. I just hate it, you know. So this is just me. So you know what? That's why I need to be my own boss. Thanks, and yes, I agree with you. Thank you, Lou. So guys, I just wanted to share that with you all. If you guys find value in this, please share my video out on your page to your friends so everyone can actually see this video and they can reach out to me if they want help, you know, because you never know who is going through the same situation and they don't know how to find a way to get out of it. Guys, there's so many college educated graduate people out there that can't find jobs, that cannot find jobs. And I'm here to help them. I'm here to help them build a business if they're interested. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. You can send me a message at nadia_sebright@yahoo.com or just send me a message on Messenger and I will be happy to, you know, answer any of your questions. And thank you guys so much and have a good night. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.